Okay guys, this is my 2010 Chevy Camaro RS with a 3.6 liter engine LTT. What I'm doing right now is changing the valve cover gasket seals and the spark plug seals, which I seem to be having a lot of issues with lately. Throwing a lot of misfire codes. Went ahead and replaced spark plugs, which was a temporary solution. But now got the full-on solution and got the actual gaskets. By the way, you can tell right away when you're actually getting oil on there. You'll see it surrounding the outside of your spark of your coil packs. As you can tell right there, that one's very, very distant. Right there. So I went ahead and removed the intake that was on here, obviously the cover that was on top. I disconnected all the tubings, PVC, the cable for the throttle body. So all these for I went ahead and removed all the hoses. Disconnected the hoses. They're pretty easy, PVC valve, everything. I'm literally getting ready to just take off the actual nuts or the bolts that bolt down the throttle body, and I made sure to remove this specific piece. It just pulls right out, so just be careful, don't hurt yourself. Remove this evap as well, put it to the side. Now keep in mind there are two bolts in the back. This one right here, this one right there. You can tell. You don't really have to take all this off if you don't want to. You can, but if you're able to remove that hose from the clip, this hose that's clipped in here, right there, it's clipped inside. You just remove it and push it to the back, and you should have enough space right there to be able to work. Right there. So right there and right there. So those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts you're going to be removing. Okay. So give me a second, guys. Once I get, oh yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Forgot to tell you about this specific screw. This one actually has to be removed as well. This actually bolted down to the top of the head, one of the heads. Guys, I went ahead and took off the intake manifold, and to my surprise, there were not 7, but 8 bolts. So as you can tell, the original 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 was supposed to be it. So I don't know if this was the 6th one plus these 2. So it was 8 total. Alright, that was a tricky one. I almost broke that shit. Anyway, as you can tell, I got the valves covered right now just to make sure we don't get no debris inside. And now what we're gonna have to do is make sure we just unclip everything. Like, for example, sorry about that, hold on. So now what we gotta do is make sure we unclip everything, make sure everything's nice and loose, because you're gonna have to be working all the way around it. There is a ground down here that connects these wires down to the actual headers themselves, or through a port there through the headers. I don't think you have to disconnect that, but I could be wrong. There are 6 total clips for power and sensors that are connecting, 3 on each side. So make sure you take those off, unclip those correctly, and don't break those. And lastly, we're gonna have to remove that one. As you can see, that one's gonna have to come off. Other than that, everything else can just go to the side these little guys, just get some pliers and rip them off. They won't break, and if they do, then I mean it's an easy replacement at through GM or even AutoZone. Anyway, all right, let me take these things bad boys off, and I'll come back to you. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to remove that. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's at least 11 on each side, so that'd be 22. I don't know what the other grommets would be for then. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we also got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh shit. 12, 13, 14, 15, 26, not 28, I don't know, 26 I guess, all together. All right, I'll be right back. Try to see if I can take these off. All right, guys. Went ahead and was able to remove the valve cover. There was just a few of them, but just make sure you take everything all the way off before you do that. I don't know why those corners are like that. I mean, it shouldn't be no gap at all, or I should say whatsoever. But see, I see some little bit of leaking back there, as you can tell. But all in all, this thing is in really good condition, really clean. Okay. So just a little bit of dirty oil. All right, so and now since we got the valve cover taken off, this is the seal, as you can see. Right, this is the seal, and then these are the this is the valve cover seal, and then this is the spark plug seals. Basically, they have to get something pretty hard. They're really tough to get out, but once you get out, they're out. They're good. They have like a metal ring on them. Don't worry about damaging the old ones, obviously, because you're gonna be replacing them. But for the most part, yeah, like see all that oil is getting through, man. Couldn't have that shit no more. A lot of problems. Anyway, I got the new ones right here. Everything's ready to go. Even the little grommets for all the screws, which I am gonna replace. That's why they give them to me. You use them. No bullshit. All right, so I'm gonna put everything on, and then I'll get right back at you guys. Make sure that before you put anything on, you clean it out really good. This obviously has to make sure it gets cleaned, to make sure that there's nothing in there that'll prevent it from keeping it perfectly sealed. So yeah, keep that in mind, guys. Same thing goes all the way around over here. If you can pick up the oil that's on the ground around the groove, that'd be great. If not, I mean, it really isn't gonna get out, but I mean, whatever you can do, you know. All right, guys. Okay, guys, I went ahead and removed, cleaned, and installed the new valve cover gasket, as well as removed and cleaned and installed the new spark plug gasket as well. Very, very simple to do. Now, it's requiring to put on some type of glue on these front corners right here. Although, I mean, it's recommended. It's not necessarily mandatory. Although, what it does do is it helps keep the gasket in place when you turn it around. That way it doesn't fall off. But this gasket that I got, which happens to be a Feel One brand, yeah, a Feel Pro. It looks like it's snug, pretty snug. I don't know, let me turn it around and see how it does. Yeah, it's not falling off. So we just gotta make sure everything stays on nice and good before we go ahead and reinstall it. Anyway, thank you. Be right back. I went ahead and took off the left side, and I'll be real, that left side was a little bit harder than the right side. I don't know why. that this back bolt back here, this one and this one, they're really difficult to get to, specifically this one, because you have no space right here, and with the gap on the back of the valve cover, you won't be able to really get to it. You're gonna need an angle extension, something like this, just to be able to get that. All right. Another question is here, I don't know why this is dirtier. You'll be able to see from the earlier video that the other one was hella clean as compared to this side, so I don't know why, but we'll figure that out later. This is the passenger side now installed, nice and good. They said that I had to put some sealant here on this side, and I mean, I guess I should, but these lines here say that I don't necessarily have to do it, so we'll see how it goes with it, and if I need to put it on, then I guess I'll take it off and put it back on. Good thing is that these are reusable. Anyway, all right, let's see how it goes. Yeah. All right, guys, it is now back together. Actually pretty simple, man. Didn't really, considering the fact that I've never taken one of these apart ever, I was able to do it with a simple Stanley set. Nothing crazy. I didn't torque these down because, I mean, those are pretty much hand tight on there. It wasn't too bad. Everything else was pretty much put back on normally, so we're good to go. Oh yeah, we gotta put this other bad boy in. Don't forget this one. Don't forget to plug all your sensors in, okay? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then obviously the spark plugs. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.